Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Fatty with Friends. I got a special guest today. My dog, Chris. You know,
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
what's happening? How you been, bro?
I'm straight, man.
It's good to see you. For sure, for sure.
Always.
It's been a minute. I think
sure.
the last time we linked up, you helped me on the movie, the
Yep.
short film.
Yeah.
Did you like that motherfucker though?
Yeah, it was clean.
For sure. I wish we could have did more, but things wasn't things didn't really work out with that situation.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I could dig it. It happens.
Feel me? But I ain't gonna lie. I brought you here today, bro, cause for real, both of my guests sound like they catted. But I was gonna find some time for you to pull in anyway, because I feel like you got some stories for the pandemic. Cause that's really where we locked in at, is during the pandemic.
Facts. That's
You feel me? On that Clubhouse, like I feel like the Clubhouse movement was crazy. Just like we was in a room and like we started off in a room. I remember you popped in the room. It was probably like 30 of us, 40 of us, 30 of us.
Definitely.
Or less.
Every night.
And honestly, Holla the one that put me onto the Clubhouse, I believe. And then I remember it was times where it was like 2,000 people in that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was some good times though. I linked up with a lot of cool people, bro. You including.
It's better when you meet people
Nah.
organically.
For sure.
You feel me? You can always link and connect and figure something out. It might be a play involved, or you never know, bro. You might meet a friend for the rest of your life.
Nah, for real. It's some genuine people that I met on there, bro. Then there was some, that's a J-Cat.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, because no, the real, it's a lot of people who was fronting on there. Like they was doing something with their life.
For sure.
Or they was somebody, then you get the real of it, you like,
It was mad stock investors and
For real.
crypto people.
that shit was crazy. Then it was a bunch of single baby mamas on there too.
For sure, my favorite kind.
You had a girlfriend at the time?
No.
No, what happened? It was before the pandemic or after you lost her? Because I lost one during the pandemic, you feel me? And it was actually a blessing, for real. And to be honest, that time of my life, when I jumped on Clubhouse, I was in a real depressive mode because I was in a studio probably like for a whole year straight with Lil Yates.
Yeah.
And we was working on projects and building up his artists because he was like at a place where he didn't know what to do with his career because the momentum kind of died down. Yeah. And then at the same time, he still had tons of fans that still was streaming. So all it took for him is to rebrand himself. And I think that's what most artists was going through during the pandemic, is how do I rebrand myself to get somewhere? And then on top of that, he was in a place where he was trying to separate the streets identity versus Lil Yates the artist. You feel me? So that's why I was like, I gotta get one with bruh, because for real, it was a depressing place where you played a part to help me out of depression by just showing up, just being genuine, just being cool. I ain't never told you that, but that's the real. You feel me? Like me being creative is how I kind of like balance out my emotional self. I didn't know that for a long period of time till I got older and started realizing like, nah, you being creative really is what keep you emotionally sane. It's different for everybody else. You feel me? That's why I was like, I gotta bring bro on.
First off, I appreciate you telling me that, bro. I'm glad I can help.
Nah, for sure.
I'm always trying to help.
I ain't trying to make it hella.
It ain't.
Like, damn, this nigga just.
That's some real shit. That's hard to tell. Like sometimes it's hard to tell somebody like, you helped me in a way that you don't even know. And I was
showing up.
I was just being myself, like trying to make jokes, knock a bitch on the Clubhouse shit, like just trying to make everybody have fun. Really, that's my whole like.
Bruh just showed up to. Bruh showed up to the short film. I made a short film and he was the police. Yeah. He looked like he could be the police, huh? He was a dirty cop though. Bro was a dirty cop.
I definitely got a good picture for the gram on that one. I got a lot of comments.
You got some DMs?
Nah, I ain't get no DMs, but they
you was supposed to get some DMs. Are you a cop now?
I was trying. You feel me? You know, I had to put the I heard ladies like a man in uniform type shit, and then they all want to make jokes back to me. They like not that uniform.
The pandemic turned them to the officer white boy.
Yeah, that was a fun experience, bro. Like I always kind of wanted to go into that type of art, like you feel me, doing acting and stuff like that. And I dabbled in it a little bit as a kid, cause like I'm a latchkey kid. You feel me? Like my mom always worked, so and I got older sisters that's like way older.
Bro, how many siblings you got?
I got 4.
For real?
I got 4 biological siblings.
And where you at in the 4?
I'm the middle. I'm the third.
For real?
So it's 2 girls ahead of me, and then I got a younger brother.
How that feel?
It's weird. It's a little weird. We gotta any kind and typical inner city family. You feel me? And then y'all
hella spread apart though in age.
Kind of like my older sister. She's 15 years older than me.
Damn.
And then my other sister is 7 years older than me.
See, that sound like me, bro. My youngest sibling is 15.
Yeah, see, my younger brother, we only 18 months apart.
For real?
And then we the only ones that got the same parents.
Oh, like both?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't got the same mom and dad with none of my siblings, bro.
I know that feeling.
Like,
you
bro,
feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. It worked me growing up, but it's kind of like you the center of the family in a way.
Yeah.
Regardless of the age, it's like, all right,
yeah.
I got a perception on both sides. And then I think all my siblings share a parent with at least 1 or 2 siblings.
Okay.
So that's just me. Just the odd one out.
I mean, on my side, my family, whatever, we was all we had. You feel me? My mom don't really got a lot of family, and my sister, both my sisters, they dad wasn't really in their life like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like one of my sisters, she don't even know her dad altogether. Like
shit, that's common though.
And then they're black, and me and my brother, we all white. So then that's another dynamic in it too. You feel me? Like some people, when I tell them that's my sister, they don't even like believe it.
How that feel though, being like the white kid with black siblings? Like
I never looked at it in no weird way or nothing.
Did you ever feel like culturally you connected with them? It wasn't like, okay, I'm not black, but I'm black. But it's not even about being black. It's just this my community of people, right?
Yeah, that's all I know really is just being around really majority black people my whole life. You feel me? Like the sister that's a little bit older than me,
mm-hmm.
she kind of was like alternative. You feel me?
The fuck that mean?
She was like in the rock music. And she was
like
in
emo?
a band, like type shit, kind of emo.
She was raw though in the band.
Nah, not really. Like her friends was in the band. Really,
oh, you just throw shade like that.
she ain't really like play instruments or sing or nothing, but like all her friends was in the band, so she was like kind of in the band with them. So like she always was like, I don't know if you want to say whitewashed or whatever, if I can even say that, but like she kind of like that.
She was in her own pocket though.
Yeah, she was
like she understood what's going on, like she was hip,
for sure.
But it was like this not even my lane of people.
She ain't
nothing wrong with that.
She found her tribe basically.
Yeah, because that's kind of like me though. I'm Mexican and black. But I wasn't really raised with my Mexican family like that. Like, I've been around them, and I understood some of the cultural things and being around. But it definitely is a big disconnect and a difference between being raised around my black family.
Yeah.
So, it's like I only kind of came around, was like Mexican family events.
Yeah.
But when it came to my black family, that's all my identity is for real. Like, I was told I used to speak Spanish when I was a kid, but bro, I don't speak no lick of Spanish. I don't really know too much of the culture other than the people that's my cousins and aunties and uncles. But
I got a nephew like that. You feel me? He not like my blood nephew, but he related to all my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
On their dad's side, whatever. That's their older brother. He Filipino. As a kid, he spoke fluent Tagalog. Yeah. He don't speak it no more.
I think that's like really a part of like Bay Area culture. Really San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because bro, my dad, one of his best friends was Filipino. So I grew up embracing to the Filipino culture, then embracing to the Mexican culture, and then black people, we just, our black community, I would call it, is kind of different from the Mexican community. Because to be honest, my Mexican family, they wasn't really struggling from my perception. I'm sure they had their own struggles and shit like that, but when it came to like my great grandmother had a nice house up in the off near church.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about like Diamond.
Near that area.
My mom grew up over there. Yeah,
and then uncle had a house around the corner. Then I had an uncle who owned the house off of Silver. Then I think the only person who didn't really own a house was my grandma.
Yeah.
So she stayed over off of Bayshore. Then, other than that, when it come to my black family, I think my mom, we moved around a lot. Section 8 stuff, you know what I mean?
I know, me too.
You know how that is. So
I grew up in and out of hotels,
yeah.
bro.
And
like,
then
I already know.
Then her mom, she lived up on the hill off of Rio Verde, and that was my great grandma's house. And then they moved near like the Point area. But I lived all over the city though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
For sure.
culturally, is the community is.
Yeah.
It's like it's all the same thing to me for real.
Yeah.
But I definitely be looking at other cultures. That's like if I was to look at you growing up, I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't grow up around you, I wouldn't know what your background is. I honestly would have assumed that, oh, bro, white, he cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's a bad misconception as a kid, though.
That's just a human like act.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, cause you don't know. So
Did you get that a lot though?
Yeah, bro. I always got the most repeated question I ever got was like, why you trying to be black? Why you act black?
And you just be like, what
I'm
the
just
fuck
like,
you talking about?
nah. I was a liar as a kid, right? I wasn't like a good liar at that neither. And then I used to like I had freedom in my house, so I watched adult things. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I would see things that I probably shouldn't have seen as a kid. So I heard about this thing called an octoroon, right? So they like 8% black or some shit like that. Like it was some shit in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I used to just lie and be like, oh, I'm 5% black. Just so people stop asking me the question.
Yeah. And you wasn't even acting, you just being yourself.
I'm
And
just being myself.
their perception is, oh, his skin color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's crazy that you say that. Just, you got me thinking about my grandma and them, her husband, uncles and auntie, they Jehovah's Witnesses. So, like, they really, I feel like they was sheltered. They sheltered their kids.
Yeah,
My grandma
for sure.
tried to shelter, and I would have thought, just, if I would have seen you as a kid, I would have been like, oh, bro, sheltered. Like, he don't know. But you was outside
I was really
doing your
outside,
thing.
yeah.
Like, that's the difference. You
I
feel
was
me?
really outside.
Or, like, it was white kids I went to school with. They wasn't necessarily sheltered, but they didn't grow up in the same community either. You feel me? And I know we got a kind of an age difference, too.
Sure.
So that's why we probably didn't really
see each other like that growing up and shit.
Because
Yeah.
I was all over the city for real.
Yeah.
I think that was a good thing, too, though. Mom's had me, if I was this summer in the Point, next summer I'm in Fillmore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she worked out there, and then, you know, I was bounced around. So
Yeah.
I was everywhere for real.
Yeah, I actually appreciate my childhood for me being like on the move so much, kinda.
Yeah.
Cause even though I didn't really live like hella places in the city, we like we kind of were centralized in the Mission a lot.
Yeah.
And
Why though?
I don't know. I think my mom lost her parents early, right?
Yeah.
So she had to like live with her grandma for a long time and take care of her and stuff. And when her grandma lost a family house, cause some lady that married into the family like took it over, whatever. My grandma, whatever, or her grandma, had to move to the Valencia Gardens. So she was in Valencia Gardens for a long time, and I think just from like being over there, she wanted better for her family. Feel me? So she tried to get up out of Valencia Gardens, and she did. And then she took us to the Mission, really. So we was all over the Mission. And you know, we lived in little spots here and there when we wasn't in the Mission. But like because of that, like I was out, you feel me? And I did something that is universal with a lot of people. I play basketball, bro.
Right.
So like
You play AAU?
yeah, I play all that.
You played at the Boys and Girls Club
Boys
on
and Girls
Haight?
Club, everything. Yeah. I won a championship at the Boys and Girls Club.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I ain't never played AAU, but I played for Shipwreck.
Yeah.
Off of Third.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody played for Shipwreck.
My homies went to Shipwreck.
I went to Shipwreck until they closed it down.
Yeah.
They closed it down after my 3rd grade, and then I ain't gonna lie, that was a ghetto Catholic school, bro. Like,
for sure.
In the morning it be fights. Teachers don't do nothing. They don't care about nothing. But once that bell ring, everything stopped. The fights, whatever, bro. We lining up. You feel me? Then after Shipwreck, I went to some school in Daly City called Robertson. Then what's it called? El Dorado.
I know. I heard of El Dorado before for sure.
And then I went to Giannini.
I ain't at the APG.
Yeah. Why you
That's
laughing
out
at
the
you?
way, bro.
It is.
That's
I used to
super
catch
out
the little bus from the
Yeah.
point. It used to be right in front of the YMCA.
Yeah.
It'll ship us all the way out there
24?
to. Nah, I hopped on the school bus.
Oh, it was a school bus.
Gotta take us out there until I got kicked off the school bus. Then we was taking the 29. The 29 to
Bruh.
take us all the way.
That's a whole nother generation for the city, bro.
They
I
don't
never
know.
had school buses.
For real?
I don't think it was school buses when I was kids.
For real.
I was on the Muni. I was taking my.
Even like elementary?
I was on the bus, or I walked to school. I used to live 5 blocks away from my school.
That's
So.
easy money though.
Yeah.
You was still late.
Was I late?
You was late.
don't
All you had to
think-
do was walk. You was
Nah,
late.
I'm gonna keep it real. In elementary, cause our school moved too, like a couple blocks up. But I don't think I was ever late, cause I always wanted to get there early to hoop.
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin, my play cousin, whatever. His mom worked with my mom, and he went to that school, so that was like my cousin Elijah, whatever. Like he was the older homie, like the dude I used to look up to, kind of like. And I always went to hoop, cause he was Royal Hoop, so I just wanted to get there and hoop.
Yeah,
But because of hoops, I met so many people.
Nah, for sure. Sports in general. Because then, on top of me playing Shipwreck, you meet everybody in the point.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody trying to play on the team.
Yeah.
Forget the school. And then I played baseball for Shipwreck. And then I played for the Bayview League. And
Yeah.
then, what else was it?
You know Victor Reed?
Probably.
He used to. I'm pretty sure he coached back then. That's my coworker right now.
Okay.
Yeah. He an OG.
What he coach?
Baseball.
Baseball.
That's his
See, I
main
had
thing.
I'm gonna be honest. My godfather was the coach,
Yeah.
and my step pops and all of them. They
Yeah.
they had the what league? Recreational league,
Yeah. SFYBL probably.
probably, but it was YMCA. I think it was B Magic or something. We had black and green, and then we played every recreational in the city.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, we was St. Paul the Shipwreck. So
CYO
we was
probably,
the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
team on both sides. We was raw until we was younger though. So when we played recreational, we was younger, playing older groups of kids. We still was winning. For a long time we was winning. Then I think the last year kind of like all right, whatever. It was some red team out of Richmond that was actually really raw. But in CYO, bro, they hated us playing baseball. I ain't gonna lie, because it was all black kids beating all the white kids. No offense.
Nah.
You feel me? They hated us for real. But what you was gonna say?
Nah, I don't take offense to that.
No. But
CYO still like that, bro.
for real,
Like it's just Catholic schools, period, bro. Like
they don't like to see they got all that money spent. And they can't beat the little underprivileged kids. But nah, I think it's interesting though because I still feel like my generation was like that generation of kids that kind of had to choose sides versus didn't have to choose sides. How did you stay out of like having to choose who you cool with and who you not cool with? Like I know it's people you probably mess with that don't mess with other people, but you probably stay out of like that's their business, right? Because I feel like this new generation, bruh, they quick to choose a side and crash out over their choices, and I think that's probably like a real problem right now in San Francisco for sure.
For sure.
Because I see it in the music, people clicking up just on music outside of the city. You feel me?
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Like I guess I just knew I wasn't for the streets.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I just knew so many people from different places. So like when I did find my like real friend group as a teenager or like an older teen, 18 and stuff, and some of them was from a certain area, like I respect what they got going on, but like
I respect what you doing.
but it ain't got nothing to do with me. And like I knew him before I knew you.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say what's up, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. Like I'm not trying to be in nobody politics.
Nah, for sure.
I'm trying to stay out of all that because it ain't got nothing to do with me.
But I think like for me, it kind of been like I guess probably when I was around like 19. You know, I was shooting music videos, and I started probably like around 15. But by the time 19 hit, everybody started wanting to do music. You feel me?
That's a fact.
And then it kind of got sour for me because when I'm starting to work with different people outside of who I'm going to just try and blow this person up.
Yeah.
This shit kind of got weak because everybody want to be that nigga. Everybody want to talk about the next person. Everybody want to recreationally kill somebody on a song. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, it was like a real turning point. That's why I stopped shooting music videos. But I don't know. I feel like it's a real. The pandemic was one thing, but right now, what was going on with the music shit, bro? I feel like in San Francisco, that shit ain't cool. Like, I was at a point in my life where I have brothers, I got friends. Basically, I'm in college, and it's like you don't want to mess up what you got going on. You don't want to mess up how people look at you. I had got to a depressive point where I had cut everybody off. You feel me? So that's why I was like trying to see if you had that same point. Like, damn, there's so many people that I love and care about that got stuff going on, and I gotta think for me. Like, I gotta just do what I gotta do. But at some point, it become like an isolation thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, when I went to college, bro, I went to East Bay. I isolated myself from the world. It was just me, school, really I was really having problems with myself trying to rebrand who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Because I was like going to school and I was talking to these different people. Like the black people that was up here from LA live totally different lives. They probably they understand the gangbanging, but it's totally different than what's up here.
Yeah.
Right? So it's either you a gangbanger out there, you in the streets, or you not. Out here, it's like, we ain't gangbanging, but everybody and their mama got something going on. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I asked that.
That's a fact, yeah.
Because it's like, bro, I really had to relearn who I am as a person and what mattered to me. That's why.
Yeah.
Feel me?
I don't know. I just always had, I don't want to say like I always had my head on straight, but I just knew that wasn't for me, bro. Like, I was trying to always get some money.
Nah, for sure.
That was like, I think that's the difference between my generation and your generation a little bit.
Yeah.
We was really all trying to get some money. We was on hoes and getting some money.
I think that's where it started, though.
Yeah, it's our fault, though, because we didn't show the younger generation the right way.
Nah, for sure.
Like, we
but
didn't set the
at the
best
same
example.
time, you got big homies, though?
I got
one or two.
I got older people in my life that I love and consider like
that's my big bro. For real.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say like, I wouldn't call them like big homies really, but like
that's the thing though. I feel like in the city, like, it ain't no real big homies. You got like a reputable person that's just like, nah, I want you to go fuck what I got going on. You need to go this way. I had like one person, but at the same time, it's like we ain't really have much. Because that one big homie or that one older person that really could show you some opportunity, I can't walk you through it.
Yeah.
I don't, because they didn't know much for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. They still trying to figure it out. And now that I'm 30, bro, I really be looking at it like, damn, it was people helping me when they was 30. And me being 30 now, I'm like, damn, bro, they was just trying to figure it out for themselves still. Yeah. So the structure of getting older out here is crazy to me. You feel me? Sure. I don't think a lot of people talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, once you pass 24, bro, they don't care about you no more.
You grown.
Yeah, you got to figure it out on your own, kind of like, yeah.
You ever did the My Eat program?
Nah, I never did the crazy thing, I didn't work as a teenager that much. Like, I could have, because I got family that work for Park and Rec, and
so you like, just was going to the program.
I was always at the Boys and Girls Club. Like, I was always doing something like that. And then I was like an old teen staff when I ended up working at the Boys and Girls. I was 18, 19, like.
Hey, you was still getting your money though.
Yeah. And I was.
Wait, you was going through the club to get paid?
Yeah. See, I was working.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I was working directly through the club. They kind of changed it now. I went back and worked for them like as an adult, and right before the pandemic. So they kind of changed the program, but they used to actually like pay you like minimum wage.
For real?
At the time, yep. But but before that, I always had my little hustles. You feel me? I always knew how to do something to get some money, but not a lot.
I remember you was doing the sneakers.
Yeah, I do that.
You still fuck around with the sneakers?
A little bit, but the market messed up.
I heard.
It's tough now. You got to really catch like the right shoe to really make some money.
I went to a little sneaker spot and they was selling some shoes that it was like, bro, you could go to the store and get this for $150 cheaper. How you trying to double up the price and retail is still in the store?
They got rent. You feel me?
Nah, I feel you. I had went to the club. I was working through my Eat, but I had to go to work. Yeah. I had went to Juvenile when I was 13.
Okay.
So then moms had put me in a little program on the Viz. Maip. I forgot cause it's two parts. It's the juvenile offenders.
Yeah.
And then you got the regular.
Yeah, the regular Maip.
Maip people. You feel me? So I had went through there, and they had me working. So I was able to work at Shipwreck Gym. I was able to work at the Cultural Center, in the Filmo, and then they pushed me to the club.
Yeah.
On Treasure Island.
Oh, that one.
I worked there. Then from there, I worked at a CIT for my. That was like a junior counselor down there.
Got you.
Getting there, all the intake shit. You feel me?
That's a good program. Like that program.
Nah, for real, bro. I was getting more money than people with regular jobs, bro. I remember when I was the junior intern at CIT, bro. I was getting probably like $16 an hour, when minimum wage was like 13 or 12.
For sure.
You feel me? So I'm pulling in $500-$600 a week on the check. You feel me? I'm feeling myself. I ain't gonna lie. This is back in like, you talking about 2010, 2011. You feel me?
Bro,
like $600 a week was a lot back in the day.
For sure. Bro, I was a full-time staff at the Boys and Girls Club.
They was giving.
And the Maip workers making 50 cents more than me.
For real? I know you was like, damn, it's fun.
Nah, I was complaining.
Which one you was at though?
I was at Excelsior.
Excelsior?
Yeah, that's like
I always hear all the stories about Excelsior, like the studio.
Excelsior was one of the littest clubs ever, bro.
For real, bro. I walked in there, bro. I never really like went there to chill though.
Yeah.
Like, what's one of the stories? Who was cool over there?
I mean, you got legend. We got like
we talking
we
about
got legendary counselors.
Counselors.
Well, my brother-in-law Tone, he ran the gym for a long time. Like, and it used to be cracking when he was there because like we had big like war ball games and stuff like that.
I used to be firing them kids up with them balls. Sure.
We went viral for that before viral was viral.
For real.
When everybody had the Nokia Metros.
Yeah. You had the sidekick too?
Yeah, I had a sidekick, I
always want the sidekick, bro. I never get the sidekick.
I had the Chibi sidekick though.
For real?
I had the one that just pushed up. I just had to push up.
You didn't get the sidekick too.
I had the prepaid.
When the sidekick 2 came out, they was on your line, huh? Like, you got the weak one.
Nah. Nobody was really tripping off that.
For real.
Yeah.
I had an Android touchscreen. Everybody had the sidekick. I thought I was clean coming to school with the touchscreen. But everybody was still with the sidekick. Like, nah.
AIM was popping.
Yeah, everybody had the Lil Wayne joint on their sidekick.
That's what.
I wouldn't care if you was a prostitute or what's the other song everybody used to
Wayne
play?
was going crazy. Probably
what was the other one?
What's the other one?
I be pimping them hoes.
Yeah, I was thinking out.
I be working them bitches.
Yeah, working. I think that's
Weezy
working.
F, baby, the motherfucking Carter. Bitches on my dick, man.
That's what I'm telling you. That was a crazy summer for sure. Like that time, just when Wayne was popping like that, it was a different time.
Nah, in middle school, I think they had dropped. T-Pain had dropped I'm in love with a stripper, but first he dropped I'm Sprung, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm Sprung had me in my feelings, and then they dropped the Dream.
Yeah,
the Dream came out.
Yeah.
Then Jay Holiday came out.
Yeah. They
had a young boy in his feelings. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be the kid up at like 5 a.m. on the phone, like, hello, what's up? Like, you was one of them kids.
Nah, bruh. I ain't get a cell phone till I was 18.
For real? Oh, I'm spoiled. Dude.
Yeah, I ain't getting. Nah, my mom was just kind of weird about that. Like, I don't know what it was.
18 is crazy though. You had to be outside.
Yeah.
It wasn't no sneaking around or nothing.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
I was outside though for sure.
See,
I had a pager in high school, bro.
See, I think pagers before my time, my boy.
Bro, that was after I was supposed to have it.
Hey, so for the ones who don't know
what
the pager is, bro, since you had a pager, what's the little codes, bro? Because all I know is when they came at 143. That's all I heard of.
That's really all I know too. But I'm telling you, I got a pager late when nobody had a pager.
You used to rock that motherfucker on the belt.
Nah. I was hiding that in my pocket. I didn't want that.
That boy thought he was.
I was trying to get a Metro. When Metro first dropped, I was like 10th grade.
My pops had gave me a Metro. The little Nokia. That thing was
the fish one, or you had the square one.
The square one.
The square. So when them square ones got really like popular in the city, and you could send videos.
Nah, his didn't even have no camera or nothing.
For real? Oh, I'm talking about the ones. Matter of fact, I bought mine off of Sparks.
For real?
Yep. So when everybody had that one with the snake on it, you could take.
Oh yeah, I played the snake game for sure.
My people, my folks, whatever. We had like 2 videos like go all the way to Sacramento, and people was claiming that it was their videos.
For real.
Of kids getting hit with the big balls, paws.
Oh, this is the dodgeball.
Yeah.
The dodgeball, not the big balls, the dodgeball.
But I'm talking about like one of them, like them
big ones,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. When I look back though, my childhood, despite understanding that we wasn't having it, it was actually really good. Like I feel like in our past generations, San Francisco kids that was outside, bro, it was so many different programs. I went to the YMCA program, the Boys and Girls Club, bro. I went to hella little programs. Mom kept me in programs in the summer and springtime, to where, bro, YMCA, you had Coretta, you had this girl named Jacinta, Serena was Coretta. You had all these different women who were strong women just watching over us. You feel me? We going Great America, Waterworld, Six Flags.
Yeah,
we going all. And I know that was in every neighborhood. They had their own little recreational center that had funds to take kids to go everywhere. Like,
everywhere. Any program I've been in, we all did them trips every year.
For sure. We would always see other kids from other little spots, YMCAs, Boys and Girls Clubs, and everything.
Rec centers, everything.
But I know by the time I got out of high school, bro, I realized the My Eat program was down bad. Boys and Girls Club wasn't having like all the workers. They wasn't taking kids anywhere.
Yeah, that stopped.
And I really realized kids didn't get. They starting out. I don't believe that they really get the outlets that we had. You feel what I'm saying? Sure, we had back in the day.
It's less resources now, and then like just when I worked at the Boys and Girls Club as an adult, like I seen like how it's ran and stuff now. They care about
the numbers.
They care about numbers, data and numbers. That's it. And like they don't get the special prices on field trips like that no more. They gotta really spend their real.
Yeah, I seen that they closing Six Flags now.
Yeah, Great America sold too.
For real?
Yeah, that's going in like the next 5 years, I think.
Hey, did you ever go to Camp Mendocino?
Nah, that's the only place I didn't do.
I had worked there for one summer when I got out of high school.
I went there for a staff retreat.
All right, I think I had got a bad rap, but if y'all watching this, it was nothing personal. I was young, going through things, and whatever went on, I don't necessarily know what went on, but it was a high stress environment with a lot of kids, and then my mind on it was the people that they had working there is like 25% of them cared about the kids. I was one of those ones who really cared about the kids.
Yeah. And
the other ones was bullshitting. I ain't gonna lie, they there because they ain't got nothing else to do. And they was just fulfilling positions at that point, you feel me? But nah, I really do feel for the kids. Why you ain't got no kids though, blood? Feel me?
I need a girl to do. I need a girl, right?
Come on, man. What's going on with the ladies, bro? Like
I kind of this last year. No, like the last like 2.5 years, maybe 3. Like the last 2 years, I ain't really been going out like that no more. I don't be in the clubs like I used to. Like, hey.
Ooh, he about to hit 40.
Yeah, I know, bro.
How that feel, bro?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But it's like, damn, bro, what you gonna have a kid at 40, 20 years?
I'm gonna have to.
You gonna be 60. 60 crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm cool with not if I don't have no kid, like, bro. It's just like it happens.
You playboy.
If it happens, it happens. You feel me? It's all timing, really, if you think about it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I keep running into girls with like 3 kids.
That's what I was saying on the last episode. I was like, man, it be some good women too. Yeah. But it's like I be like, bro, I want my own though. Yeah. Like, what do I look like? If you gonna come with a baby, I should be able to kill it, bro.
It's done. I got it.
Oh, all right.
Nah, for sure. I can't do it. Like I'm trying to start fresh. You feel me?
For sure. Hey, do you see yourself like, damn, I might have to go to a younger female?
Yeah, but I got my age restrictions. I can't do super young. Yeah.
What's too young? Because to me, 25, 26, too young. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. I gotta be like, I think my limit right now is maybe like 27.
What you feel like the specifications gotta be where you be like, all right, I'm getting older now. I might just have to turn her up real quick. Like what's the
number one? She gotta like me.
Facts.
I only fuck with bitches that like me.
Facts.
And then I'll do one kid. Like you have one kid, and the dad is dead or in jail for life. You feel me?
For life?
Yeah. So then I don't gotta
worry about. He can't come
out
and he trying to run, change up the whole organization.
I mean, I've been through. I've dealt with a lot of baby mamas. You feel me?
Nah, for sure. For sure.
I ain't trying to go through that again. That shit's stressful.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really deal with no baby mama because my mom was a baby mama, and I just understand what come with it being a step kid. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm more like, man, the woman. First of all, bro, I don't ever want to take away from the child.
For sure.
As a man and what I got going on in life right now, bro, I've been on the up and up since I was a kid. And I look at my life path, I'm like, bro, I've been on the up and up. So when it come to dealing with me, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of attention from a female. And if you're not providing it and you ain't caught the drift, like I'm cool.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I don't want to be selfish to the kid at the same time. Because It's like, let the kid get the time.
Yeah.
It's only right. And then some of the things that these moms be wanting, bro, be kind of like, are you being realistic?
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. But it's crazy how you could, like, women switch up after they have kids, bro.
Yeah. Now you got all these, what you need and what you want out of a man.
Like,
but the baby daddy ain't got none of this. You know what I mean? We got to drink to that one for real. It ain't no shade though.
Nah, yeah,
it's not no shade.
I guess it's just they feel the responsibility of like, oh, I gotta take care of this life, and then but they could turn on the baby daddy, and he might not have did nothing wrong.
Half the time when I look at the relationships, bro, I be like, you knew what you was dealing with when you stepped into this box.
For sure.
You feel me? Either you gonna be in this box or you gonna get around it, and then. When I be looking at some baby mamas, I'm like, you knew what type of duty was. Yeah. We gonna blame it on your maturity level, that this is what you stepped in. This is the arena you stepped in, and now you feel like you need something that's 3-4 times. You already sacrificed that, and this is what you gave your child, so your child gonna have to deal with this the rest of their life. And it ain't nothing personal to know. This is just reality. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But bro, I don't be trying to sound mean. I don't be trying to sound biased either. I'm just saying this is just reality of what it is. Yeah. And I ain't saying baby mamas ain't cool. Like
they the best ones to me.
Cause it's either they on they job, or they not, right?
They not. But and then the best thing to me is I know they a woman. Nowadays.
That's crazy. See,
I know for sure.
Look. Hey, 1 year I went to Dre's in Vegas, bro. I was going crazy with Lil Bruh. It was for my little cousin. Her name Trinae. She got hair. Shit, she selling hair right now, y'all. If y'all need some bundles, you gotta hit her up. But it was for her birthday, and I expected her to bring more friends. I was gonna pay majority of the cost and hoping that 3 or 4 of the friends was gonna throw a little 200. Yeah. I got the floor. You feel me?
I already know that they try to upcharge you hella much
like
for that.
6-7 G's.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just me, Lil Bruh, my cousin, and her partner. Pa didn't even pay me the money to this day, but found out she was pregnant. She had twins, so I let it go, but I ain't let it go. She still owed me $200 for that day. You feel what I'm saying? But I think DJ Esco was performing. But
definitely try to overcharge.
It was lit. It was lit. I ain't gonna lie. We had like 3-4 bottles. We couldn't even finish it. My OG partner Willie Hen pulled up to the I'm like, bro, come in. Man, this nigga come in, he bring like 13 bitches into the section. No cap. Like 13 of them. You feel me? I guess one of them was getting married, so they bachelorette. So it was just a bunch of hoes. I'm like, bro, these bottles gotta go somewhere. We can't take them. Here, y'all have whatever. You feel me? But the server, she was cute. He was cute. Pause. But he tried to grab my cup and pour it, and I looked.
You got a double take?
He said,
Oh shit.
Would you like Coke or would you like orange juice with it was Ciroc at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
The D voice too.
I couldn't hear. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? I said, nah, I got it. Don't worry about it. Just bring us more ice. You feel me? Like, I know that's out of pocket, but it's like, bruh.
It's life, bro.
Dressed just like a female, shape and all. So it's kind of, I feel what you're saying, but I ain't gonna lie, that was the only time I ever had a slip up like, oh, she a fine little bottle girl.
Yeah.
But it's like, why would the club do that to us? I should got a refund on everything. And I'm not
Hey, you trying to trick me.
you trying to trick me. And I was gonna tip her. Him. You feel me? Nah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, I ain't gonna lie. I could tell, but
It's nothing wrong. Nah, you not saying it in a hateful way.
We got
you don't
preference.
you just
we
don't
got
like
preference.
you don't like
I like
you like women. Like you like
nah, for sure.
real women.
Play with me.
I mean biological, I don't want to say real.
And I got gay cousins and shit. I don't care about none of that shit for real.
For sure. I grew up around gay people my whole life, bro. I don't got no problems with them. If whatever you do in your house is what you do in your house.
Yeah, but
I don't care.
But don't try and play me like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
But,
for sure.
Nah, that's scary though.
Nah, it is for sure.
I ain't ran and being from San Francisco, bro. I ain't ran through none of that shit before.
I don't. I be knowing. I could see it.
That's good.
And if I'm questioning it,
I'm cool.
And plus, I'm not super aggressive or talkative in the club anyway. So like, I play my part. I do what I gotta do.
Most people, when I finally pop outside,
yeah.
Most people I see in the club, I've been knowing for hella long.
Me too.
But I think that sounds kind of mean to say that. But like, growing up here, you kind of know all the, you know.
Yeah.
You know who transferred. So it's really like, bro, I don't really see all that out here like they would do out. I think that shit be happening.
I think America just wasn't ready for it. Like we was kind of conditioned to it because we already kind of.
I went to when I was going to the Maï.
Yeah.
It was like three gay dudes in there. I think the dude was in there, Josh F. Racket, and his little clique was in it, and the little shit.
Oh, I know you. I think I know you talking about.
Bro, I ain't never disrespect them a day in my life because I used to see them in Fillmore fighting. I used to see them everywhere, and why I bring it up really is because. The culture of it. Like, if I was to go somewhere else, I don't watch people like disrespect them, right? That community.
For sure.
But where I'm from, bro, don't disrespect them. They gonna get on your ass.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Some of them could fight.
Like, for real, I only bring it up because that's really the culture in San Francisco growing up here. And I will never forget, bro. That shit just...
We really live in a crazy bubble, bro. Yeah. Like
shit that's normal to us. When you go other places, I be like, you'll try that in San Francisco. Y'all gonna catch the right one. You feel me? I think that shit funny. Sure. I think it's funny, but at the same time, it's real. You feel me?
I know, like my one of my best friends, right? Like he played football in college. He went to City College and then ended up going to Syracuse. Whatever. And he was like super popular too in City. Everywhere he go, he's just a popular person. You feel me? So he used to have a lot of people from out the state with him all the time, all the football players. Yeah. Bro, like 70% of them never left the city after they came.
Out here?
Yep.
It's hard to leave this place, though.
They love it. Everybody love it. I know somebody that played for the Niners from New York. He want to move back over here so bad, bro. He love it out here. What do you say,
though? Is it the weather? Is it?
Yeah, it's everything. He stay in Philly right now, so he like got to deal with snow and shit and... You feel me? Like all that East Coast stuff. He'd rather be over here. It's just
lifestyle.
The lifestyle, yeah.
Nah, I realize we some different. Even versus Oakland. Ain't no shade to nobody from Oakland.
That's a fact too, yeah.
We just totally different out here in the city. Like,
but Oakland lit too though. Oakland is super lit too.
One thing I could say about Oakland, bro, from my experience, bro, it's raw and uncut. Yeah. Like it is or it is or it ain't. Out here, you gonna get people to kind of like be weird. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, we be weird out here.
Nah, for sure.
Like, I fuck with you, but only because you with him right now. Other than that, I don't fuck with you.
We got
out there, they be up like, you know what I mean? Just like like people in Richmond, they kind of like cutthroat with shit.
We kind of rude. We got a rude way about ourselves. Arrogant, like entitled type shit. Yeah. But like, if you meet the right people though, we cool as fuck. And then what I say about Oakland is like Oakland got a whole scene of like black creatives. You feel me? And they like stick together for real, and they really fuck with each other.
Man.
If you get into that circle, or whatever, like you could really do something out there. Like they really be putting
I
plays
really always
together.
felt like it was just always more organized outside of
Out there, yep.
Because out here, bro, I really feel like we really had to figure it out and get it out the mud, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then out here, I really want to say, like, it don't matter what your face look like, bro. Everybody out here, from the nerds, squares, whatever you want to call them, everybody sold drugs. Everybody had a female that sold some pussy.
Yeah.
Everybody had a family member teach them how to crack a card. Everybody out here scamming something.
Bro,
Everybody bipping. Everybody, like, we. And I think no matter what the person is out here, they tried it all and whatever fit for them fit. But growing up here, you gonna try everything for sure. But whatever worked for you and what you like, you gonna stick to it for sure. I really believe that.
I'm a full blown nerd, bro.
Yeah.
All the way.
But let's be honest.
I'm a nerd, but I sold weed.
No, we ain't gotta say allegedly.
No, this was a long time ago.
No, but what he allegedly saying is,
I did a few things.
You dibble and dabble in everything. Let's be honest though.
For sure, bro. I got some coochie for selling weed.
Well, see,
and that was random as fuck.
That's normal, though.
And I sold weed for like 2 weeks.
You smoked the weed too, huh?
Nah, I didn't even. I had like.
I'm saying you smoked.
Oh, I sold weed a little bit.
You gave the coochie. You got some coochie from it.
Yeah.
And you smoked the weed after you got some coochie.
Oh, with her? Oh,
yeah.
nah.
Oh, that wasn't playing.
Nah, that wasn't
playing.
I shouldn't. But nah, actually, I got the buns after I sold her the weed.
For real.
You feel me? Like She end up.
You still got your money though.
Yeah, for sure.
So then you still play her there. I'm thinking you tricked off the weed and got the pussy. I was gonna say, oh,
I'm still from the city. We don't do that.
You party foul.
It's AOB. Never that.
No.
Never that. Nah, I just. Me and her end up just talking after I sold her like a little bag. You feel me?
Yeah.
I didn't even have a lot of weed. I had like an eighth. I broke an eighth down. Like I don't even consider that I really sold weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I was selling, I ain't never sold weed. I ain't never sold weed. But if I was, I could think about a time that we just not gonna even go there. I got student loans I'm still trying to pay off.
Yeah.
So you ain't supposed to sell drugs, so I never sold weed.
Never sold drugs, for sure.
Never sold drugs illegally.
Illegally, nothing.
You know, but
I definitely did some fraud shit before.
Allegedly. You
Allegedly.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's all past tense. 10 years.
I think this place puts you in a position where you kinda gotta
you gotta wiggle.
You gotta wiggle,
Pause.
Yeah. That's the main thing though.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
it's a lot of different wiggles, pause.
So you said your youngest sibling is what?
He about to be 36 like in 2 weeks.
Your youngest sibling 36.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you had a 15-year-old sibling right now though?
I would be I think me and their relationship would be a lot better.
Why?
Because we wouldn't me and my brother grew up in a competitive nature as kids.
Yeah.
So we wasn't hella close. Like we got closer as adults because like all that like trying to seek attention with our mom and shit.
Yeah.
And all that is out the window. We grown now.
Why you feel like that though? Like did she not have the time to give y'all the attention or she was too stressed out? Yeah.
It was just she worked a lot, you feel me? Some nights she would work to like she'd do doubles and you feel me? She was a nurse. She was in hospice.
Oh shit, she was getting her money though.
Yeah, she was getting her money for sure.
But
and
not for all them goddamn kids.
Yeah, she was like the top level of nurse you could be without like a further education. Like she couldn't be an RN. She was an LVN. And then at that she was like the top LVN at her job. She was scheduling everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like and then my mom is like super like with the job type shit. You feel me? So like if somebody call in, yeah.
Because y'all on the line. She had no point. She's like, man, I gotta go harder.
Yeah.
I can't have no mess up.
For sure. So if somebody call like she'll work a full shift, come home, it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, somebody call like, oh, somebody called in sick. Like, we need somebody for the night shift.
Bro, where was your pops at, bro?
My dad is from Texas.
Yeah.
He left before my brother was even born. My dad was a drug addict.
Okay, I was gonna say, is pops like a player? Was
Hell
mom just a fling? Or he just...
My dad...
Was mom's on drugs too at one point, no?
Nah.
So
my mom is just naive.
For real?
Yeah.
She just fell in love with the wrong nigga?
Yeah. He caught her at the right time. That's how I think about it.
My pop's an addict. He actually just got on me because he felt like the last episode I put him on blast. But I was like, bro, I'm just telling my truth. I'm trying to give a platform where people can get some real shit. And it is what it is. Like, I love that nigga to death. He just broke me off a few dollars, helped me buy a little camera. But, feel me? I fuck with my pops. He just got to get himself right.
Yeah.
Like, about maybe a year and a half ago, like, 2 of his brothers died on fentanyl, I believe. About 4-5 months apart. You feel what I'm saying? Then the cold part is his dad had OD'd, I think.
Yeah.
Or he was a drug user.
Yeah.
And my dad had to pull the plug, you feel me? So I know that fucked him up.
For sure.
But he probably watching this. He probably like, man, why the fuck you put me on blast? But bro, it ain't about putting nobody on blast at the end of the day.
That's part of your story.
But,
my pops here, he in recovery though.
For real?
Like, he been clean for mad long, you feel me? But like, I guess San Francisco probably wasn't just the right place for him. You feel me?
I don't think San Francisco was right for anybody that's coming from like a lower income. If you can't get yourself like in a position where you making enough money to get by, because I'm talking about get by and have something, not get by and rent. Yeah. Because at the same time, like, it's hard, bro. It's expensive. It's been expensive
for sure
for years. You feel me?
Like, my mom it was hard for her. She was a nurse.
Yeah.
She made a lot. She didn't make like hella money, but she had some years where she grossed over 100K with all the overtime she was doing.
Did she own anything?
No. She was bad with money.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed for real. Mine's had, when I was like leaving high school, it kind of hurt me though.
Yeah.
Because I was finna go to college. I'm trying to go to different colleges.
Yeah.
Mine's had bought a house because she was having another baby. My younger sister, she had bought a house. And in the back of my head, I'm like, man, she buying a house for her. But then Mom's had took us on a little vacation trip. She like, man, I'm buying this house so y'all can have something. I want to make sure if something happened to me, y'all leave something.
Yeah.
If I pass away, the insurance, my life insurance, gonna take care of everything. You don't even gonna have to pay nothing. The house gonna get taken care of.
Yeah.
But I was hella bitter for hella long.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to go to college. I'm trying to do this and do that. Like, I'm gonna. You keep talking to me about going to college.
Yeah.
I'm only going to college for you, but shit, I'm living in that house now. She damn near gave it to me and my brothers. Like, we taking care of the motherfucker. So
the same one,
the same house that she bought, and
the one the one
you pulled up to.
Yeah. That's
a nice house. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's decent now. I mean, she bought a brand new build probably like a year and a half ago. She had bought a brand new one. But Mom's in a good, like, she a real strong idea of a woman.
Yeah.
So for me, when I look at these women, I'm like, I ain't asking no female to compete with my mom. Yeah. But it's like, hey,
but you got a great example.
Look, Mom's had 5 kids.
Yeah.
Took care of 2 step kids. You feel me? On top of that.
Yeah.
And she a boss. Like, Mom's sick. My mom's sick for real. Like,
facts.
She's a boss. She's a boy. My mom a boy. Like, I don't know how she keep it all together, because I believe by the time she was 30, she had like 4 kids. Bro, if I had kids at her age and now, and I look at my life path and what went on, bro, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just you sharing your story make me feel like, damn, I'm really blessed to have a mom that thought about us and sacrificed.
Sure.
Who knows what she went through? Who knows what your mom was going through being a nurse? The type of shit she had to just suck up all the tears.
Death all day.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
she made my mom like a real kind, big-hearted person. You feel me? Like, she make friends easy.
And Mother's Day next week, right?
Yeah.
That shit crazy. Or Sunday.
Yep. The 11th. Yep.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. We had like an open door policy, kind of. She would take people in all the time. My sisters had people live with us. One of my sister friends like went to jail for like setting somebody up.
Yeah.
Type shit. Like, and she lived with us.
I think
like,
it's something with women though. Cause my mom used to be offering help to other little girls.
Yeah.
To little girls, I'd be like, hell nah. I remember my mom said, I was thinking about letting her come live with me. I said, hell nah, you better not let that little girl live with you. You tripping.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my house. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? She used to get at me. I'd be like, hell nah. I think that's a woman thing though. Just seeing they self in a woman and be like, well, if I was in her position, I would want somebody there for me in that position. But that shit crazy. Did you hate that shit though? Mom being hella helpful?
Well, like majority of the time when somebody was at the house that I didn't know, I was a real young kid. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and it was my sister friends. You feel me? Or like she'll let people use her address to, like, so it's a dude.
Probably she probably shouldn't have been doing though, huh?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know, cause those was her. She was just looking out.
Nah, for sure.
Like, I get that from her. Like, feel me? I try to look out as much as I can.
Yeah. Shout out to moms.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the moms across the world who, you feel me?
Yeah.
You gotta toast up. Shout out to the moms, man. Cause without moms, I think it only takes for you to be a parent to really understand what they go through. I don't even think a father could understand what a mom go through, but I don't think a mom could understand what a father go through
for sure.
Because like that shit crazy.
Yeah. It's a tough job. It's a non like you don't get no wins. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like some kids just.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you look at women now, it kind of be like I got actually a great representation. I actually got lucky.
For sure.
Because that's how I look at this shit. I'm like, damn, I actually got lucky. Regardless of what I went through, I got lucky as fuck with the mom I got. Because looking at a lot of other people's moms, I'm like, damn, your mom did you like that?
Yeah.
So I feel like if my mom went through this, and that, and she had all these kids, and where she was at 30 versus where she at now at 48, she just turned 48. She don't like that. Maybe she turned 49. I don't know. It's hard to tell with her. You feel me? But I think that's the hardest thing to really deal with when it comes to these women, because I can't go no less than moms. You feel me? Moms do be looking out for real, and she do be understanding. But I do wish my relationship with her was a lot closer.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't have the touchy parents. My dad was a touchy parent. I love you, son.
Yeah.
He used to try and kiss me on the forehead.
But that's dope, though.
But we wasn't close like that.
Yeah.
We was cool when we was with each other, but we never like. It was never my real father was never like, that's my dad, but he ain't take care of me. I didn't really grow up in his arms like that. So it's kind of like, I feel what you saying, but you're not giving me what I want because I'm still trying to connect with you.
Yeah.
But mine's, she was not like the emotional person. Was your mom's like hella emotional?
A little bit. You feel me? I was like, she definitely babied me a little bit. You feel me? Because I was a high strung kid. You feel me? I was a crybaby. You feel me? I got picked on by adults.
What though?
I was always around.
You was soft?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
I'm not tough.
I ain't gonna lie, ain't nothing wrong with being soft though.
Nah, for
sure. I'm glad you turned out the way you did. Cause look, bro, my little brother on my dad's side, he's soft. He was soft.
Yeah.
Now, little bro, we had a conversation the other day. He like, yeah, man. Like when I was a kid, y'all used to call me. He was raised around a bunch of women.
Yeah.
See, my mom, she had a husband, so I was raised around a bunch of boys and a man.
Yeah.
So we was tough. We fighting it. Whatever. Like I'm talking about when we kids, we was still on each other. Yeah. What you say? Punching right in the mouth. You feel me? It was real cutthroat. When I say my mom raised some boys, like bro, I'm talking about she didn't have her girl till I was graduating. You feel what I'm saying? Damn. So you talking about five boys, 6 boys.
Yeah.
We really tough. But little bro, he was raised in a house full of women on my dad's side. My dad wasn't really same story with him, but they whole dynamic was like, it was a gift and a curse. Because as he got older, he was very hyper masculine for no reason.
For no reason? Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say no reason, because his reason was he grew up with these feminine traits. Yeah. Like rolling his eyes and doing this, little stuff. We'll be like, bro, that nigga. We'll say some out of pocket shit like that nigga gay, or why you always acting like a little girl type of, you know what I mean? But now he has his way with the ladies. You feel me? Like, he really like one of those boys that's, he used to be super soft, but now he know how to talk to women. He knew, I used to be wondering, like, bro, you not even saucy to me, like, as a little brother. Like, you a crummy little brother. How do you be getting all these different females from every dialect? You know what I'm saying? And he had the pretty hair. He got long, pretty hair. You feel me? Me and him used to look like twins. We was both chubby. He done lost all his chubbiness. Slim. Just, he's still crazy.
Yeah.
But I was just like, damn, bro, that soft shit kind of messed him up, though. We had that conversation not too long ago.
Feel me? I don't know. I just figured, that fighting shit ain't for me. That ain't me.
So you ain't ever won one, though?
I never really been in no real fight.
That's good, bro, because I was really...
the only person I really fought probably was my brother. My little brother. And we ain't never really fought. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I got sucker punched before in high school.
But that was lame, huh?
Yeah, that shit was
I bet everybody looked at that person like, bro, you was lame.
Nah, it was only a couple people knew. Not everybody knew. It was like some other shit after school that happened.
Nah, I used to be a lame nigga, though.
Yeah.
I used to be a bully.
I don't think I was.
When I was a bully, it's because I was holding a lot of
anger and shit.
And I'm like,
hurt people.
Let somebody say something to me today.
Yeah.
I was really that kid. I used to fight this boy named Josh, a little Mexican kid. Boy, let him say something to me today. I'm taking off on him.
I was if anybody ever called me a bully, I was a verbal bully then.
Oh yeah, I'm talking shit too.
I'm talking shit. I'm making fun of you. I'm making jokes.
I want you to fight me.
Yeah.
Feel me?
I never got to that, but
you knew how to skate around it.
I guess, kind of.
See, bro, I was on that type of time. When I say I was a bully, bro, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna push his buttons where he want to fight because I want to fight.
Well, when my uncle stayed with me, my mom brother for a little bit, he stayed with us when we was little. He tried to make us tough. You feel me? He used to whoop us.
You feel like he had good intentions though?
I guess, but I never liked him for that.
So you got whooped.
Yeah.
With a belt.
Yeah.
Bro, I got my ass beat with a belt. Moms used to beat my ass. Step pops used to beat our ass.
Yeah.
But like, bro, I grew up getting whoopings, but now that I look back, I don't think that helped though. You feel like when Unc was like whooping y'all ass, like, bro, it made sense?
I knew what he was trying to do, kind of.
Yeah.
And he told us that.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work.
Cause I think back then, like the communication level, like they come from a generation of you do what I say.
Yeah, type shit.
Listen, and you don't listen. But
my mom didn't believe in that. She stopped doing that. She kind of went through that with my older sister and both my older sisters. She put her hands on them probably.
What you mean?
A little bit, like spanking and shit. Like nothing probably too crazy, but like when for some reason when she got to me and my younger brother, she decided not to do that no more.
That shit wasn't making no difference.
Yeah, but like my older sisters, they wasn't like wilding out too much.
Yeah. Like
we all got careers and shit now. Like we all good. Like
I look back, bro. I think moms had to whip my ass. You know what I mean? Moms had us pops right now. Moms had to whoop our ass with all them goddamn boys. She had to show a motherfucker who boss. Feel me? I remember moms and slap me upside my head with motherfucking rings on, punch me in my shit with rings on. But when you a woman, you got 4, 5, 6 boys.
Yeah.
Like she gotta let it be known. I feel like that's our problem as men. We gotta let it be known who boss.
Yeah,
I'll run this shit. You feel me?
And that's like nature. Nature. We gotta be the alpha type shit.
Yeah, mine was the alpha man. I ain't gonna lie. No offense to step pops.
Nah,
you feel me? But we know the real about Mines. Mines was a gangster. I ain't gonna.
Yeah. My mom slapped me one time though. She got off on me one time.
Your feelings was hurt, huh?
Nah, I was shocked.
You was shocked?
I was shocked, and my sister told on me, man. I was hella mad.
What'd she say?
I was with my friend, right, and he had his older cousin with him, and we was at the park like late at night. It was like 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We down the block from my house, and he started smoking a cigarette. So then I puffed the cigarette one time, like just to see. My mom smoked my whole life, whatever. So I get home. I'm thinking I'm being cool. I tell my sister thinking she ain't gonna say nothing because that's what she do. She smoke, drink.
Yeah.
But she be hiding it from my mom too.
Yeah.
But she was older though. She could, you feel me? My mom just didn't like that shit.
Wait, you smoked and drink as a kid too?
I drank in high school like twice, but not really. I ain't started really drinking until I was like 22, 23.
You never smoked as a kid?
Weed? I
Yeah.
did for a little bit. Like
Yeah.
like my junior year in high school, I started smoking a little bit.
Yeah.
Moms was stressing me out, talking about sending me to Texas.
Wait,
with my dad.
what's the youngest age you hit the blunt?
I was a junior.
For real?
Yeah.
Bro, I hit the blunt at 11 years old.
Damn.
My auntie Esmeralda.
I smoked out an apple bong the first
For real.
time. Yeah.
And you know why it was fucked up about this story? It was a white lady that
Gave you weed?
gave me some weed. She
Damn.
Auntie Sue. She was cool as fuck though.
Yeah.
My auntie Esmeralda, her boyfriend at the time was a white dude. His name was Zach. My Uncle Zach. Uncle Zach was a cool white boy though.
Yeah.
He used to tell me about Hitler, the Jewish people. My bad. All the shit. He was smart as shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he just give me a bunch of game,
Yeah.
Black history, white history, Chinese history. Me and him used to be playing Xbox, but he had went to jail. And my auntie Sue, which is his mom, had took us to go see him. But at the time, I wasn't on the list to be able to see him.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she dropped my auntie off to go see him. Auntie Sue had her sister in the truck. You feel me? It had an old beat up truck. You feel me? And this is why nobody can really tell me nothing about white people, because Auntie Sue and they loved me. They was cool as shit.
Yeah.
But they was like, we finna smoke some weed. You smoke weed? You be around weed? Step Pops and Godfather, all of them. I grew up around weed, so it's normal.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily know what weed was, but
Yeah.
I knew the smell. So she like, you smoke? Yeah, I smoke. I bet you do. She said something like, yeah, I remember you got dropped off. You smelled like weed. I smelled it on you. Man, they had the little joint. They gave it to me. Boy, I was high as shit. High as shit. But that shit tasted like ass. I ain't gonna lie. That was the first time I got high. And then I feel like throughout my whole high school career, so I went to juvenile at 13. I didn't smoke. That was the first time I smoked, but I hadn't smoked since then. Then I went to juvenile around 13. And after juvenile, life just started hitting me right and left on how I feel about life and what life is to me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, weed got me through high school. Like, I was getting good grades. By the time I hit senior year, I stopped smoking. And my grades went down, and I'm trying to cope and understand, like, bruh, is you going to be the same? Because I used to be told, if you walking with these people when y'all all smoking weed, you just a 6-7 person smoking weed in this group. This is what you look like. So I was like, I'll try to stop smoking.
Yeah.
But, nah, that's my weed story, bro. And now that I'm older, it's hella people that straight potheads.
Yeah.
And I be like, bruh.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I've been smoking weed. Y'all look
yeah,
dumb to
cool
me.
now,
Like,
yeah.
that shit got me, bruh. If I smoke now, bruh, I be hella paranoid. Paranoid as shit.
I felt the same way about lean. Like now everybody starts sipping lean. Like I was sipping lean a little bit, right?
Man.
But my partner was really the one who was on it, and he used to be getting pints for hella cheap. Like this before the price skyrocketed and shit, and this was like promethazine for real,
bruh.
Like
people don't know, bruh. Even today you could go get a pint for about, if you got good insurance. If you got good insurance, you can get a pint for about $45. For real. Y'all getting worked on y'all syrup. Y'all spending $100, $300, $200 a line, you getting worked, because that person more than likely got that on insurance for $35, $45. For real,
sure.
for real.
And it's all like yellow, it's all tech and right, it's all red.
Bro, I never really understood the hype.
It just make it like it's like you find
I sip lean though.
Okay.
But
So
it was accessible.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what people was talking about lean.
Yeah.
On my first lean, my Mexican grandma had a big one. Big purple glass. For real.
Yeah.
Big purple glass. And I had cough. I was coughing all the whole week.
Yeah.
She said, Mijo, come here. Siéntate. I'm in the bathroom coughing. She taking the shit. Mexican's family is different. She like, huh? She went in the medicine cabinet, poured up a little tablespoon.
Yeah.
Cough stopped instantly. Another tablespoon. I'm asleep. You feel what I'm saying?
you
2
slumped
tables.
for
So,
sure, yeah.
so I grew up around it because that was her remedy. Like, she already knew.
Yeah.
But then I learned to find out in Mexico, like, this shit is accessible to anybody. It's nothing like, she don't look at it as a hard ass drug.
Yeah.
But even then, I ain't gonna lie.
Because people started abusing it, though. That's what it was.
When I got older and I understood what lean was, bro, I almost OD'd.
For real?
Probably around like 16, 17. Yeah. One of them glass bottles was inside in the cabinets in the house, and I knew what it was, so I started. This one like $100. It was $100 a line, purple glass jar. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, you did raw? No mix?
Bro, I was doing Dauphine shit, bro. I'm getting it on the cap. I'm lacing my blunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about
everything.
That. Yeah.
I was doing Dauphine shit.
Yeah.
Anybody who was spoken with me around that time, they'll tell you like, nah, he really had the lean. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that's what people was really on. Like, it was hyped up like that.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm getting high. I know how this make me feel. Let me mix it together.
Yeah.
Like, it was popularized, but I never understood the Dauphine shit I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, the drugs. That shit running my family though. The addiction shit.
Me too, yeah.
Like, bro, is that why like you was like, I ain't finna be
fuck around like that?
Cause pops, you know what pops like?
Nah, it's on my mom's side too. Like, she always told me that. My mom kind of instilled certain things in our minds from young, right? Yeah. So like my mom worked hospice for like 25, 30 years, right? So she worked in the Castro during the AIDS epidemic.
So that's Harvey Milk.
Yeah, like over there, Like the hospice where she's at is like right behind Eureka Valley Playground.
Right.
So that's right there on 18th and Diamond. It's right there in the middle, on like a couple blocks up from the heart of the Castro, whatever, right?
Right.
So she seen all the people getting AIDS and all these people dying and shit. Yeah. So like as a young kid, like she was telling us about sex, STDs, like trying to just inform us and let us know about shit. Like, feel me? Same thing with the drugs. Like, she be like, oh, addiction running your family, family on both sides.
She used to let it be known.
Yeah, so like don't and then I was so much of an athlete. She like, yeah, athletes don't do that. You feel me? You can't fuck your body up. That's your temple. Da. And I used to really live by that. Like, I was really like, nah, I can't.
So mom's word was really bond with you.
For sure, bro.
But how much older is mom's to you versus
35 years exactly.
So I think that's the difference between me and my mom.
Yeah. My sister older than your mom, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I used to listen to my mom, but I used to see where she was doing shit wrong.
Yeah.
And I just be like, she ain't gonna always have the best answer for me.
Yeah.
I always felt like I had to figure it out for real. Like, sometimes she had some good shit to say, but our relationship was never. I couldn't trust her with everything.
Yeah.
I could trust her with some things, but it was like, damn, I gotta pick and choose when she's saying something that's valid and when.
Yeah.
Not that she knew that it was valid, but even to this day, she be saying some shit and be like, no, mom, you really don't know. Like, I know more on that subject than you know, but that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But like, I feel like when it comes to parenting, like, some people don't understand it's not what you tell somebody, it's what they see.
Nah, for sure.
You really learn like your parents' habits. You feel me? Like good and bad habits.
You know, when they being sneaky too.
Them. Yeah, like shit like that.
Yeah.
So luckily my mom, she never drank, smoked.
Yeah.
She might have did that as a kid, but growing up she told us she never did nothing.
See, mom's like her some alcohol.
Come to find out, like, she did do a little bit.
Dibble and dab.
Yeah, and then I try to get her to
everybody to kind of dibble and dab.
Yeah, for sure. Especially I just know life and shit. You feel me? I understood as I got older. I understood life, and I understood like if you grew up in a certain time period, you were of the times.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people aren't independent thinkers though, like that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's so many women that I know doing cocaine right now.
That is a regular ass drug.
But black women doing cocaine.
I'm telling you that I was surprised.
And I had started going outside more, and I'm like, this after the pandemic. I'm like, before the pandemic, all these black women wasn't on coke like that. Like, now it seems like all our they playing what they know, sipping on candy.
Man. I thought nobody did coke. When I first started going out, right? Like going to Vegas.
I don't judge either though.
Yeah, me neither. Cause it's a party drug. You feel me?
I ain't never had it.
I can't judge you. I pop Molly.
Yeah, Molly totally different though. That's
but it's still a hard drug though.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
You could OD on Molly.
Not real Molly. Not 100%.
If you take too much, you could die.
That's just your nervous system.
Are you still messing up your body a little bit?
I don't know. I think it's if you pop in a Molly pill mixed with some other stuff.
Yeah, I mean that too. You don't know. I mean you don't know. Sometimes.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't be trying to sound like the professional drug taker, but my uncles and them, the addicts, bro, they really sat there and explain each drug and what drugs and really how you know if it's pure, how to test it.
Okay.
Bro, I had some sick uncles though. Yeah. Well, really one of them. Feel me? He was like a meth head. He did coke. He played around for real. Yeah. But he was cool, but he wasn't because he couldn't have control over his life. Yeah. If he was gonna binge and do his drugs, he did his drugs and he didn't care what nobody said. Yeah. But he got his money though. But at the same time, he just kept it all the way funky with me all the time. My Mexican uncle.
Yeah.
He always said, "Man, Molly's safe if you know it's pure. This is how you test it. You know, anything else." Except for weed, you know, it's weed, then it's Molly, then it's alcohol. Everything else
is bad.
Don't do it.
Don't fuck with it. Please.
Take it to somebody who do this shit. You know what I mean? So I respect that for real.
For sure.
But that's crazy though. The drugs is crazy.
I think coke might be as regular as weed.
It is now.
I think it's been like that for a while, bro.
You feel like after a certain age, a lot of our women kind of just stop caring who know.
Oh, for sure.
Because I got females calling me on FaceTime. We finna bust down another one. Okay.
And you like, do you know I can see you?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Hey, then I done been to people's houses, you know. I mean, I'm used to that though. Yeah. Being around my uncles, we'll be 3 a.m. My dad drunk as hell. We go get some nuggets. My uncle sitting there, t-shirt off. It's 100 degrees outside.
The lad uncles too?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. No offense. Them lad motherfuckers, they like some coke.
Nah, for sure. Feel me? We watching Jerry Springer at 2-3 in the morning. And we watching the pay-per-view one.
Oh yeah.
Titties out, everything. Feel me? I'm watching. Man, I got some stories for real.
That shit really help, but that shit help you if you like going out and drinking and shit. I never fuck with coke, but this is what I heard. You feel me?
Allegedly.
I never fuck with coke. I never put nothing on my nose. The only time anything ever went up my nose, I accidentally sniffed some the flavor salt.
Okay.
I did that trying to be funny and actually went up my nose.
You was being a dork.
Yeah, I was in 6th grade doing some stupid shit.
Nah, for sure.
Trying to just doing dumb shit. I did some dumb shit as a kid.
But I do believe the drugs being a part of our culture play a lot into how we move. Like, yeah, I think that's my biggest fear. I know, to be honest, I like energy drinks.
Yeah.
I know if I did some coke, bro, I'd be addicted. Nah, for real.
For real.
I know I'd be
That's what I'm scared of.
I know I love that shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm scared of, bro. I'm scared of, like just doing one thing just one time and then that shit just take over my life.
Take over, for real.
Like, you heard about the new shit?
Nah.
The shit in Colombia?
Nah.
The shit they caught Diddy with? Pause. The Tootsie?
The Tootsie?
Yeah.
Nah, I heard about it, but I don't really know what it is.
It's like Molly, I think. It's pink.
Oh, it's muscle relaxer too.
Maybe.
It make you feel just all the way loose.
But I heard you do it like cocaine. They make like you sniff it.
For real?
Yeah. See, it's like pink cocaine, but it's like Molly.
I ain't hip.
Yeah, I know. I know some people that be going to Colombia and shit.
See, I ain't hip. I think my folks just went to Colombia too.
The girls fucking around. That's what the girls they give you that or whatever. They try to get you to keep you up all night.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think where I'm at in life, bro, I gotta like have like a real controlled environment.
Fuck
and
around.
Then like I'm running the trucking business with my little brother. So we 5 years in, like it's a lot of ups and downs, but we able to pay bills.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing we learned is expanding. You gotta scale the business up.
Yeah.
So the last few years, I really been on not trying to like compromise the business.
Yeah.
Like I told him, I said, bro, don't let me get stupid rich. I think this is why they ain't gonna never let me get stupid rich. Cause when I get to a point where I ain't gotta worry, I'm gonna try it. I'm trying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm finna play in the devil's
Playground.
I'm finna see what's up. I never do no crack. I never do no meth.
I can't.
But some shrooms, coke, all the shit that
Shrooms
everybody
is cool,
say. Everybody say shit cool. I won't do it because I know.
Oh yeah.
I feel like my personality.
Yeah.
My dad an alcoholic, his dad was a coke head.
Yeah.
His brother was a meth head. The other one was a crack and meth head, and they both OD'd on fentanyl. I said, well, shit. I smoked weed. I'm cool. I drink alcohol. I'm cool. I did Molly. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Everything else,
Yeah.
I might get addicted. Cause, bro, when I get on my little Red Bulls or coffee,
Yeah.
bro, I be on when I drink that shit every day without even noticing.
That shit dangerous.
Nah, for
Energy
sure.
drink's dangerous too.
For sure.
I mean, sugar the worst drug in the world.
Nah, it
real.
is. But it's the adrenaline rush
Yeah.
that I'll be fucking with.
yeah,
I fuck
yeah,
with
yeah.
that shit. But nah,
The shrooms though, it's just like a Molly. It's the same high.
for real, it's like how you feel.
Yep. It's definitely like a
I ain't gonna lie. When I get a little alcohol or
A
some
mood
Molly
drug.
in my body,
yeah.
man, I'm peeling anything moving. You can't tell me nothing. I done peeled some baddies off Somali and some. Sorry, mom, if you watching this, but I'm a real player off the drinking Somali. What?
I definitely didn't have
Peeling
my
some
nights like that.
supermodels, bro. I was in LA. I done peeled supermodels,
I believe.
pulling up in Bentleys, Lambos. They hopping out. I'm just giving them the full mouthpiece. No cap.
You definitely a different motherfucker. I
You
think
feel me?
everybody a different motherfucker.
Hey, I'm super same mode.
Yeah.
When I think back on some of the experiences off that, I be like, damn, bro, I don't know. It be telling me, you know how you be like, well, who the fuck, you know how motherfucker be like, who the fuck you think you is?
Yeah.
And I be having them stories in the back of my head like, you just don't know.
No, I'm him.
You don't know. I surprised myself.
I'm Himothy. Yeah.
I surprised myself. But
Man.
shit, other than that, bro, we're going to have to lock in again, bro, because it's
sure.
hitting that time, bro.
For sure.
And I just want to say, bro, this Fatty with Friends. We got my boy, white boy, Chris, man. It's been a pleasure kicking it with you, my boy.
Right on, bro. Right on.
I appreciate you locking in with me,
Yep.
bro. You feel me? And it's anything you want to tell the youth, like if we got some youth, like really paying attention, locking in, tuning in and seeing what we talking about. Like, what would you tell some young folk like right now?
Right now, I'm telling you right now, the best thing right now is to get some money, man. The streets don't love you.
It don't.
It's no love in the streets, man. Get some money. And
Keep it player.
Keep it player for sure. Don't let these
Stay out
hoes.
your feelings.
Yeah, definitely. But man, just try to stay out of trouble. Keep your head above water, and try to get some money.
And I ain't saying leave the hoes alone.
Nah,
No,
yeah, definitely.
stay
don't.
away from them. But definitely find your love. If you can find love, bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. We talking shit on here. I still think you should find love if you can. Like I'm all about love, bro.
Find a solid woman is gonna take you further in life than anything else.
Yeah. And it ain't no race.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of us be looking at life like it's a race to get more than what we got.
Oh yeah.
But to me, bro, I learned that as I'm getting older, less is more. As long as my family is good, I can arms reach to them and talk to them and like, bro, I feel like the money gonna come at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You feel me? Other than that,
I
man.
give
Go ahead, tell me. Get your juice.
Oh yeah. Listen. Yeah, follow me. You feel me on Instagram at your favorite white boy. All one word, YO. You feel me? Favorite white boy, spelled regular. You feel me? Look out for the Soul For Real podcast. That's me and the homies. We talking about movies and TV and stuff. And look out for Gamble Team Clothing. We still doing that too. And right on for having me. Feel me?
My wigger.
Rest in peace to Yace, man.
Oh yeah.
That was the homie too.
Rest in peace,
For
big,
sure.
my bro. Feel me? That was really my dog. Shit, we got this tequila going.
Yeah.
You know, we got Holla on the back of the cam.
Shout out to Holla.
Fatty with friends, we out.